This is our guided notes part 2, and we're going to now work on solving two-step equations. So please watch the video and complete the following along in your guided notes. When you're finished, we're going to complete page 2 in your solving equations packet. And when you're finished, you can check the key with your teacher and then go on to part 3. So let's get started. When we work with two-step equations, we're going to see a number in front of a variable, and that is known as a coefficient. We also might have a number divided by, a variable divided by a number, and that also would be considered a coefficient. We also see another number, and the other number is known as a constant. The constant does not have a variable. Coefficient works with a variable, a constant does not. So this would be a constant, and this would be a constant. So we're going to start by building our wall. We want to eliminate the constant first. So I'm going to work with the 13. That's the number without the variable. I see plus 13, so I'm going to subtract 13. We do the opposite operation. So that's our first step. What is left over is 6y on the left side, and 43 minus 13 is 30. Our second step is to eliminate the coefficient, the number working with the variable. So side by side means multiply, so we're going to divide by 6 on both sides. That's our second step. So 6 divided by 6 is 1, and that leaves our y. 30 divided by 6 is 5, so our solution is 5. On our next equation, you may have noticed that the variable is on the right side, and the constant and the variable are in different positions. And that's okay, we can still solve it this way. We want to eliminate the constant, the number by itself, first. So I see negative 9, so we're going to add positive 9 in order to eliminate it. So those two, negative 9 and positive 9, or minus 9 and plus 9, become 0, leaving positive 3x on this side. On the left side, we have 15 plus 9, and that's 24. So now we're going to start our second step again. We're going to start on the side that has the variable. 3 and x side by side means multiply, so we're going to divide by 3 on both sides. That's our second step. So 3 divided by 3 would be 1. 1 times x would be x. And 24 divided by 3 would be 8. Our solution is 8 equals x, or we could write it as x equals 8. Our next equation, it sometimes is a little bit uncomfortable, but this means n divided by 7. 7 is the coefficient, and plus 3. Our constant, which is where we start, is the 3. So we're going to build our wall. The opposite of adding 3 would be subtracting 3. And we have left, when we eliminate the 3's, we have n divided by 7. And on the other side, we have 5. Now, we want to do the opposite of n divided by 7, so that would be multiplying by 7. So we're multiplying n by 7, or n divided by 7 by 7, and we're multiplying the other side by 7. So 7 divided by 7 is 1, and 1 times n is n. 5 times 7 is 35. So would you please go on to page 2 in your packet, the review packet. When you're finished, check the key, and then go on to the next section and the next video, part 3.